Hariom. I'll share the screen.
Hariom, ma'am.
Yeah. Hariom. So, fifth Upadesh, we had seen Brahmari and the different sounds that you hear in Brahmari. That we had discussed yesterday. Now, Murcha. Murcha. By performing Kumbhak without straining. So, Kumbhak is holding your breath without straining. So, when you're holding your breath, you are comfortable for some time, and after that, then you feel that, okay, I want to inhale or exhale. So, that is the strain that you feel. So, here it is saying by performing Kumbhak without straining. So, there is no strain. You are comfortable holding your breath, placing the mind between the eyebrows. So your mind, your attention has to be at the center of your eyebrows. Abandoning all objects. That means there are no thoughts. The mind is not running after the senses. The senses are not running after the objects. It is in control. So our senses are in control. The mind enters an agreeable murcha. Sorry. Then, when we practice in this way, the state or this practice is called as murcha. So, in murcha, what we have to do is first practice kumbhak. When you are executing or practicing kumbhak, you should be very comfortable without any strain. That is the first thing. Then it is said that placing the mind between the eyebrows. So you have to place your mind between your eyebrows. That is the second point for murcha. Third is abandoning all objects. That means the senses are in our control. That is the third point, abandoning all objects. The mind enters the agreeable stage, that is murcha. And when this takes place, when your senses are in control, your mind is placed between the eyebrows, and you're holding your breath, then that state or that abhyas, that practice is called as murcha. So which are the three conditions? Kumbhak, without any strain, mind between your eyebrows or center of the eyebrows. Third, abandoning all the objects. These are the three conditions for murcha. Sukanya ji, tell me, Murcha Pranayam, how do you practice?
We have to place our mind in between the eyebrows. And then we have to perform Kumbhaka without straining.
Hmm.
Do I have to say in order, ma'am?
Try to learn in order only, in sequence.
Okay. Then first we have to perform Kumbhaka, and then we have to place our mind in between the eyebrows, and abandoning all objects.
Very good. These are the three conditions. Niti ji, Murcha Pranayam, tell me. How do you practice Murcha?
Firstly, we have to perform Kumbhak without straining. Then we have to place our mind between the eyebrows, then abandoning all the objects.
Very good. Ruchi ji.
हाँ यस मैम मैम सबसे पहले कुंभक करेंगे विदाउट स्ट्रेनिंग, मतलब आराम से अपनी क्षमता अनुसार। उसके बाद ध्यान को अपने आईब्रोज के मध्य भ्रू मध्य में लगाएंगे और अबेंडनिंग ऑल ऑब्जेक्ट्स, ध्यान को सभी तरफ से हटाएंगे।
हाँ, यानी सभी विषयों
से त्याग कर देंगे।
हाँ, तो उसे मूर्छा कहते हैं। ये अलग प्राणायाम है जो नॉर्मली हम लोग प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते, इसलिए आई वांटेड यू ऑल टू रिपीट इट। नाउ व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ मूर्छा? ब्लिस, यानी बहुत सुख या आनंद पूर्वक स्थिति मिलती है। ब्लिस इज श्योर टू अराइज, यानी सुख पूर्वक या सुख वाली स्थिति की या आनंद की प्राप्ति होती है। सो ब्लिस इज श्योर टू अराइज ऑफ a state of supreme delight and tranquility. Blissful state. Blissful यानी एक आनंद का एक स्टेट होता है, जैसे मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी बोला था, सुख और आनंद में डिफरेंस है, या प्रसन्नता, आनंद ये बोल सकते हैं, या प्रसन्नता। जैसे हम लोग अगर शीरा नॉर्मल खाएंगे, अगर आपको मीठा पसंद है, शीरा पसंद है, अगर हम लोग खाएंगे, इफ वी कंज्यूम शीरा, you will feel very nice, happy. But when you consume that shira as prasad in a temple, the quantity is very less. इतना ही हम लोग प्रसाद लेते हैं. But when you consume that prasad, that shira in the temple, then you feel very blissful. एक अलग आनंद का अनुभव होता है. So there is a difference between sukh and prasannata, या सुख या आनंद. So here this blissful state is that prasannata, or we can say आनंद का, आनंद की स्थिति यहाँ पे कहा गया है. Then is Kevali Kumbhak. Kevali. In a day and a night, that means in one day. In a day and night means in 24 hours. A day is made up of 24 hours. So दिन और रात दोनों को मिला के, that means 24 hours. The breath goes out. We are inhaling. Now 24 hours, even in the sleep, we don't stop breathing. We inhale and exhale. So that is going on. Now the breath goes out with the sound hum. So here Gheran Samhita, Gheran Rishi is saying that when you're exhaling, जब आप सांस छोड़ रहे हैं, then वहां पे कौन सा नाद होता है? It is hum. And when you inhale, जब हम सांस लेते हैं, then that नाद is sa. So जब हम छोड़ते हैं तो हम होता है, और जब हम inhale करते हैं, when we are inhaling, it is sa. So it is hums. Hum sa. Hum sa. Now this, throughout the day when we inhale and exhale, normally we inhale and exhale 21,600 times. These are how many times we inhale and exhale. So, or we can say we breathe 21,600 times. And every time we inhale and exhale, this jap or house is going on. We don't pay attention to it, so we can't listen to that house jap. But that jap is going on. That sound is there. And how many times is it? 21,600 times. The jiva constantly repeats this Gayatri called ajap. Now, what do you mean by ajap? Aapko ajap, jap, you know the difference, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is ajap?
मैम जो बिना जपे, मतलब हम उसको कर नहीं रहे, वो अपने आप चल रहा है.
हाँ, ये मन में हम लोग जब करते हैं,
हाँ,
ओके, उसे अजप कहते हैं.
वो लगातार चलता रहता है बिना रुके.
और जब हम मुंह से जोर से बोलते हैं, that is jap. So this ajap is also called as Gayatri, and this ajap of house, it goes on throughout the day continuously. It is going on 24/7. Okay. Now, Sukanya ji, when we are exhaling, which sound comes out? Sukanya ji?
Hum.
Hum. Nidhi ji, when we are inhaling, yes, very good. When we are inhaling, which is the sound that is heard?
Sa.
Sa. Ruchi ji, how many times does this jap goes on in 24 hours?
21,600, ma'am.
Yes, very good. And this is also called as Gayatri, or we can say ajap.
Ajap.
Now, just as house is in Muladhar, now this house jap, where do you feel this nad, or where is this jap going on? So here Gheran Rishi is saying that this ajap is going on in 3 places specifically. It goes on throughout the body, but there are these 3 places that he has specifically mentioned where this jap is going on, or it is felt. These are the main 3 places. So first is Muladhar. Second is our heart, in Anahat Chakra pe, Hruday Pankaj. So that is, Hruday means heart, Pankaj means the lotus. So the lotus in our heart. So house jap is felt here. And third is Nasa Puja. That means our 2 nostrils. So these are the 3 places where this jap is going on, or it is specifically felt there. Now, Hums comes together by way of these three places. So when we are inhaling and exhaling, this Hums jab is going on. It goes on throughout the body. Everywhere, these vibrations are there. This jab is there in each and every cell of our body. But Kiran Rishi is saying that in these three places, the house, they come together. House comes together by way of these three places. It comes together. Which are the three places? Muladhar, then is the Hruday Pankaj, that is the lotus of the heart, and third is the two nostrils. So in exam अगर पूछा जाए कि किन तीन जगहों पर और जब गायत्री का मंत्र चलता है, या फिर where you can feel, or where specifically Kiran Rishi has said that the ajab is going on, or it is there. So these are the three places. Which are the three places? Which are the three places?
मूलाधार, हृदय पंकज और नासापुट, nostrils.
Nostrils. So now remember, in exam they will ask me, they might ask in sequence. So नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है. It is, the sequence is from down to up. Muladhar, then heart, and then two nostrils. So you have to remember it in this way कि नीचे से आ रहा है. जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं कि house, soham. Normally we practice soham jab. House is exactly opposite to soham. तो ये उल्टा है हाउस का, जब हम लोग बोलते हैं सोहम का उल्टा है. सो इन दैट वे आल्सो यू कैन रिमेंबर दैट हाउस जब उल्टा चलता है, पहले मूलाधार, देन हार्ट, एंड देन टू नॉस्ट्रल्स. इन दिस कुंभक the sound soham or house is emphasized. When you inhale, at that time the sound so arises, and while exhaling the sound hum arises. Here I have just mentioned again, the sound is repeated 21,600 times in 24 hours. Now, if the number of breath increases, our lifespan decreases. And if the number of breath decreases, our lifespan increases. Now, this is very important for us to understand. So, why do we practice yoga, or why do we practice pranayama or meditation? We work on our breathing. We work on our breathing to make our breathing relaxed, sant, calm, light. Why? Because our lifespan depends on our breath. Like the tortoise. Okay, the tortoise, the breathing of the tortoise is very, very slow. Hence, you will see his lifespan. Its lifespan is very long. A dog inhales and exhales very fast. Hence, his lifespan is very less. So, here what you have to remember is that if you're breathing, it increases. Your lifespan is going to decrease. So, you have to control our breath. जितना आपके सांसों पे कंट्रोल होगा, उतना आपका लाइफ स्पैन बढ़ेगा, उतनी आपकी उम्र बढ़ेगी. You will have a long life. That's why pran or inhalation exhalation is given lot of importance. Now, measurement of the vital air. So the air that we inhale and exhale, Kiran Rishi has given certain kind of measurements that when we are practicing or doing a particular activity, how is our breath? How far or how long is our breath? So, natural respiration. जब भी हम लोग बैठे हैं, we are relaxed, we are sitting. At that time, how is our breathing? It is relaxed. It is normal. So this is natural breath. Now, during this time, the breath expansion, या हमारा breath कहाँ तक जाता है? 4 finger breaths. That means, 12 finger breaths. That means 12 angul. 1 angul is, finger breath is this. So, this is 4. Then 8. And then 12. So, till here. So, when we exhale or inhale, our breath, it goes till here. That is a normal respiration that Kiran Rishi is saying. So normally when we are breathing, inhaling and exhaling, it is 12 finger breaths, 12 angul. Okay. Now, when a person is singing, at that time, how is their breath? It is 16 angul. That means it is more than our natural. Okay. Then eating. Okay. When you're eating, it is 20. When you're walking, it is 24. When you are sleeping, it is 30. Normally ऐसा होता है ना that when we are sleeping, our breathing is very, very relaxed basically. So we might feel that, oh, I am relaxed. So my breathing will be very slow when I'm sleeping. But if you look at this chart, Kiran Rishi is saying that no. When you are sleeping, at that time, the expansion of the breath is more, that is 30 angul. Sexual activity, Maithun, 36. And when you exercise, कोई भी प्रकार का व्यायाम करते हैं, तो at that time 36, more than 36. अभी एक्सरसाइज करते वक्त more than 36 बोला है, और and here Kiran Rishi is saying that if your breath it increases, your lifespan decreases. Then why should you exercise? And if we don't exercise, then our breath will not be so much. But what happens is when we exercise at that particular time, that 1 hour or 2 hours you're exercising, what happens at that time, your breathing, it becomes fast. It becomes dirgha, deep breathing. Okay. But once you finish the exercise, then throughout the day, the effect of that exercise is such that your breathing is very, very relaxed. It has a very positive effect on your physical body, on your mental, as well as emotional aspect. And hence exercise, though the breath is 36 angul or more than 36 angul, when you exercise, still exercise is recommended. Because when you exercise, या आप लोग जब योग करते हैं, what happens is that though our breathing might increase at times, we are working on our breathing, we are working on different parts of our body, we are working on our mind. Or jo bhi kaam during that exercise we are doing, whatever efforts we are putting, the result of those efforts will be seen in the remaining 23 hours. Okay, so in those 23 hours, this natural respiration, which is 12 finger breath, that is 12 angul, that will slowly reduce. Hence, exercise is a must, because exercise, we don't do it for 24/7. Kitna exercise karoge aap? 1 hour, 2 hours? We won't exercise more than that. So this 36 will be for maximum 1 hour, not more than that, or 2 hours. Remaining 22 hours or 23 hours, this natural respiration that is there, which is 12 angul, it will reduce more. So only for 1 or 2 hours when you're exercising, that prana, it will be of 36 or more than 36. But because of that exercise, the remaining hours when you're inhaling and exhaling, that will slowly reduce, because it is working positively on your physical body, on your mental, as well as your emotional being. So you have to remember this from exam point of view, that when it's natural respiration, it is 12 angul. Singing, it is 16. Eating, it is 20. Walking, 24. Sleeping, 30. Sexual activity, 36. And exercise, it is more than 36. Now, body's total length during Keval Kumbhak. So when that is the measurement of the prana, it is 96. The body's total length, यानी हमारा जो शरीर होता है वो कितना है, तो यहाँ पे क्या गया है, it is 96 angul. Then when the breath is in the body, death cannot occur. When air is confined in the body, there is keval kumbhak. So we know that as long as we are breathing, as long as there is air or pran in our body, we exist. The moment we stop breathing, we don't exist. Then it is only the body that is there. So when the air is confined in the body, there is keval kumbhak. So what is keval kumbhak? Keval kumbhak is confining the air in your body. While he is alive, the yogi should recite the mantra. Keval has the frequency of a jap. So as long as you are alive, as whenever you can, you have to keep reciting or chanting that mantra of Hams. And if you do that, Gheran Rishi is saying with that, what happens? That your lifespan will increase. Keval has the frequency of a jap. When Keval is performed, if it is held for too long, the rate is disrupted. So when you are practicing Keval Kumbhak, then you don't have to hold your breath, or you don't have to hold it for long. Thus, when the breath is in the body, death cannot occur. That we have seen. And when the air is confined in the body, there is Keval Kumbhak. While he is alive, this is repeated. 1 minute. For this reason alone, men should perform Keval Kumbhak. So why should we perform Keval Kumbhak? So that it increases our lifespan. When you practice Keval Kumbhak, when you practice Keval Pranayam, what happens? The air, it is retained in our body. House jap is going on continuously. Okay. And our breathing, which is normally 21,600 times, it reduces, because of which we have a long life. Hence, Gheran Rishi is saying, if you want a long life, you should practice Keval Kumbhak. Keval is at the ajap frequency. So Keval Kumbhak and ajap frequency is same. Manon Mani is twice that of Kevali. So the benefit of Keval and ajap both are same. But if you practice Manon Mani, then what happens? The benefit is double of Kevali. So Kevali and ajap are at the same level, but Manon Mani, the benefit of Manon Mani is double or twice of Kevali. Now, what is the process? Draw in through both the nostrils and perform Keval Kumbhak. On the first day, hold it from 1 to 64 times. So पहले बार हमें क्या करना है? केवल कुंभक प्रथम दिन हमको कितने बार करना है? 64 times करना है. So on the first day, hold it only for actually 1 minute. So when you start practicing Keval Kumbhak, here Gheran Rishi is saying that first day you have to practice it 64 times. What you have to do? Draw in the air, that means inhale with both the nostrils and perform Keval Kumbhak. First day you're doing it, the yogi has to practice it for 64 times. Now, how to do it? Do it 8 times a day, every 3 hours. So here, Gheran Rishi is giving certain options. First, he told us that, okay, on first day, you have to do it for 64 times. Then, how 64 times, but how many times? How do you divide it? So, do it 8 times a day, every 3 hours. So, Keval Kumbhak की आवृत्ति कैसे होनी चाहिए? How many times you will do? 8 बार. So, 8 times in a day. That means every 3 hours you have to do it, because 24 divided by 8 is 3. We have 24 hours in a day. और यहाँ पे बोला है 8 बार आपको करने हैं. That means 8 times you have to practice it. So if 8 times you have to practice, that means you will have to practice every 3 hours. Okay. Now he stated this. Then he's saying, if you are unable to do it 8 times a day, every 3 hours, because it is very difficult. हर 3 घंटे बाद कौन बैठेगा? It becomes very difficult. So he is saying that if you are unable to do it 8 times a day, every 3 hours, then he is giving the option, do it 5 times a day. So instead of 8 times, then he is reducing the time. He said, do it 5 times a day. And how to do it? 5 times a day means morning, noon, evening, midnight, and the fourth quarter of the night. यानी रात का अंतिम प्रहर. So like this 5 times you can do. If you cannot do it 8 times a day every 3 hours, then do it 5 times at least. Which are the 5 times? Morning, noon, evening. In the morning, afternoon, evening, midnight. ये 4 तो हमको वैसे भी पता है. The 5th is extra, that is saying that it is the 4th quarter of the night. 4th quarter of the night. ये आपको याद रखना है. 4th quarter of the night यानी रात का अंतिम प्रहर. Now, if then he is saying, if you are unable to do it 5 times a day also, then do it at the 3 junctures. त्रिसंध्या जो होती है तब कीजिए, 3 बार कीजिए in equal intervals every day, morning, afternoon and evening. So if you are unable to do it for 5 times in a day, then do it 3 times, morning, afternoon and evening. 3 बार कीजिए. So how many options he has given? First 8 times a day every 3 hours. If not, 5 times a day. And if not, then 3 times a day. The length of a jab should be increased every day from 1 to 5 times until success arises. So the length of a jab, that means the how many times or how long should you practice the house jab. So here Gheran Rishi is saying that it should be increased every day. Slowly you have to increase from 1 to 5 times until success arises. The knower of the yoga then calls this pranayam as Keval Pranayam. And what is the benefit? When Keval Kumbhak is perfected, there is nothing on earth that cannot be accomplished. यानी जो भी योगी की इच्छा है, जो भी योगी पाना चाहता है, वो हर एक चीज योगी को मिलती है. That is the benefit of Keval Kumbhak. And with this, the 5th Upadesh of Gheran Samhita is done. Now, my questions. Keval Kumbhak, on the first day, Sukanya ji, how many times should you practice?
First day, 8 times a day, every 3 hours interval.
No. First day, it should be practiced for 64 times.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes,
Keval
ma'am. Yes. I must get yes. On the first day. Yeah.
On the first day, when you're starting the practice, it should be practiced 64 times.
Yes.
एक बार नहीं बोल दे कि 64 times करना है. ठीक है?
Yes. Second, if not only, we have to practice 8 times a day, every 3 hours. First day, 64 times.
So, if 8 times a day, if the yogi is not able to practice 8 times a day every 3 hours, then Ruchi ji, what is the option that Gheran Rishi is giving?
Yes, ma'am. मैम अगर 8 बार नहीं हो पा रहा है तो उसके बाद 5 बार.
और कब कौन से 5 बार?
5 बार आपने बताया है सुबह, दोपहर, शाम, मध्य रात्रि और ब्रह्म मुहूर्त, जो रात्रि का लास्ट क्वार्टर वो है,
अंतिम
प्रहर. अंतिम प्रहर.
Okay, very good. Nidhi ji, if the yogi is not able to practice 5 times a day, then what is the other option?
Ma'am, 3 times. Then he should practice 3 times a day. Morning, afternoon and evening.
Morning, afternoon and evening. Now, Sukanya ji, how in 24 hours, how many times do we unconsciously, unknowingly are practicing a jab?
21,600.
21,600 times. Very good. Ruchi ji, when you are inhaling, what is the nad or the sound?
Ma'am, sa.
Very good. Nidhi ji, when you are exhaling?
Hum.
Now, if your breath, Sukanya ji, if your breath, the number of breaths that you are taking, it increases, then the lifespan increases or decreases?
a number of breath increases means lifespan decreases.
Very good. Ruchi ji, if the number of breaths they decrease, then the lifespan life
मैम
after
increase बढ़
increases.
जाएगा. हाँ.
Very good. Nidhi ji, now tell me that a normal respiration, अभी जैसे हम लोग बैठे हैं, तो how is our normal respiration? कितने अंगुल?
मैम 12 अंगुल.
12. When you are singing, Sukanya ji, then it is how many angul?
16.
16. Ruchi ji, when you are eating,
मैम 20.
20. Sukanya ji, when you are walking,
24.
Nidhi ji, sleeping,
30.
Ruchi ji, exercise,
Yes मैम. More than 36. 36 से ज्यादा होगा.
ज़्यादा होगा. Sukanya ji, मैथुन या sexual activity,
36.
36. Okay. Now, which are the 3 places? कौन से 3 जगह पे हमें हंस का जप सुनाई पड़ता है? Which are the 3 places where you can hear the house jump? Who can tell me? हाँ, रुचि जी.
हाँ यस मैम. मैम मूलाधार और हमारा हृदय, हृदय पंकज बोलेंगे उसको, और नॉस्ट्रिल्स.
Very good. Sukanya ji, tell me.
Mooladhar, Hridaya Pankaj, nostrils, both the nostrils.
Yes, very good. Now, Nidhi ji, Murcha Pranayam. Tell me how to practice Murcha Pranayam.
Ma'am, first we have to perform Kumbhak without straining. Then we have to place our mind between the eyebrows. Then we have to abandon all objects.
Very good. Now, in Bhramari, when should you practice Bhramari? Sukanya ji, what are the conditions that have been told? Sukanya ji?
Yes, ma'am. Bhramari, we have to forcefully inhale like the B sound.
No. I said, my question is, when do you practice Bhramari? Morning, afternoon, evening, midnight? कब करना है?
At midnight.
At midnight. Very good. So Bhramari has to be practiced at midnight. आपको भूलना नहीं है ये, because this is different. हर प्रदीपिका में नहीं था ये. Midnight. It should be in a place which is free from animals and noise. Okay. Now, Ruchi ji, in Gheran Samhita,
Yes.
Bhramari should be practiced. While practicing Bhramari, how should be your hands? षणमुखी मुद्रा है या और कोई है?
नहीं मैम, अपने हथेलियों को ऐसे कान को ढकना है.
ढकना
से
है.
कान ढकना है.
Yes. Nidhi ji, through which ear should the yogi hear the sound or ya nad?
Ma'am, right ear.
Right ear. Very good. Sukanya ji, Bhastrika Pranayam. How many times should you inhale and exhale first in Bhastrika Pranayam?
20 times.
20 times you should inhale and exhale. And how many times should you practice this Bhastrika Pranayam? Ruchi ji. Ruchi ji?
हाँ मैम, 1 सेकंड, ये मेरा स्क्रीन एक वो हो गया है,
हैंग हो गया है.
हाँ मैम 20 टाइम्स तो करना है. और क्या पूछा आपने?
ये जो है 20 टाइम्स यू टू इनहेल एंड एक्सहेल. हमको भस्त्रिका प्रैक्टिस करनी है, सांस लेनी है, छोड़नी है, भस्त्रिका करनी है. ये जो ऐसे है वो साइकिल्स कितने बार करने हैं हमको?
यस मैम, ये 3 बार मैम.
Yes, very good. So Bhastrika for Gheran Samhita you have to remember 20 times you have to inhale and exhale. And जो Bhastrika पूरा process है, inhale and exhale, then Kumbhak and exhale slowly with your nostrils. ये 3 बार करना है, 3 times. Okay. Then okay. Nidhi ji, in Surya Bhedan, yeah, Surya Bheti Pranayam, from which nostril do you inhale and which nostrils do you exhale?
From this Pingla Nadi, we have to inhale. Then we have to exhale from Ida Nadi.
Okay. And in Surya Bhedan, कोई बंद बताया गया है क्या while practicing Surya Bhedan? Garen Rishi, has he mentioned any band?
Yes, ma'am,
Jalandhar Bandh.
Jalandhar Bandh. Very good. Okay. Now for Kumbhak, जो हम लोगों ने ये पढ़ा था, निगर्भ प्राणायाम. Okay. Tell me first, 2 types of Nadi Shuddhi. Sukanya ji.
Samanav and Nirmanav.
Very good. Nidhi ji, 2 types of Sahita pranayam.
Sagarbha, Nirgarbha.
Okay. Now Samanu and Sagarbha. Ruchi ji, they are with mantra or without mantra?
Ma'am, with mantra.
So Sa means with mantra. Ni, when it comes, it is without
Bina mantra ke.
mantra. Very good. Now, Sukanya ji, in which asana do you practice Samanu Nadi Shuddhi?
Padmasana.
Padmasana. Very good. And Ruchi ji, which direction should you face while practicing pranayam?
Ma'am, east or north?
East or north? Nidhi ji, Sahita pranayam should be practiced in which asana?
Sukhasana.
Very good. Now, in Samanu Nadi Shuddhi, okay, what are the matras? What are the matras for inhalation, kumbhak, and exhalation? Who will tell me?
Ma'am, for first cycle, it's Yam. Then for second, it's Ram. And for third, it's Lam.
Yeah,
Ma'am, 16, 64, 32.
very good. Yes, correct, Rushi ji.
वो उन्होंने ना मात्रा को मंत्र सोचा सुन लिया होगा.
Nidhi ji, you told me the mantra correct. The sequence is correct, but I was asking matras. Okay, good, you remember the mantra also. Now in Sagarbha, now tell me in Sagarbha, which Bija mantra do we chant in Sagarbha?
Akara, Ukara, Makara.
Sukanya ji, tell me, inhalation, hold and exhalation, which are the Bija mantra?
Inhalation, Bija mantra is Akara, Kumbhaka, Ukaram, Rechakam is Makaram.
Very good. Now, Sukanya ji, आप ही बता दीजिए, you will tell me what are the matras of Sagarbha?
Matras 16, 64, 32.
Very good.
1:4
Correct. 1:4 is
16.
So 1:4 is to 2.
2. Okay.
है ना? 1:4 is to 2. वैसा रेशियो है इसका.
Okay.
Always. Now, Ruchi ji, tell me the deity of Purak. या सभी के डेटी बता दीजिए. पूरक.
हाँ मैम. पूरक का मैम सबसे पहले ब्रह्मा, कुंभक हरि और एक्सेल शिवा, रेचक शिवा.
Very good. Nidhi ji, tell me the guna. Purak, kumbhak, rechak.
Ma'am, for Purak, it's Rajoguna. And for Kumbhaka, it's Satvaguna. Then for Rechak, it's Tamoguna.
Very good. So, Kanaji, what is the color for Purak?
Purak is red color and Kumbhaka is Krishna color, Rechaka is white color.
Very good. Now, in Nigarbha Pranayam, okay, we studied this Adham, Madhyam and Uttam. For Adham, what is the ratio? Matra kaise hai? Ruchi ji.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 12, 48, 24. रेशो तो सेम ही रहेगा 1:4:2, बस मात्रा उन्होंने कम करके फिर बढ़ती जाती है.
Yes. Now Sukanya ji, for Madhyam, Nigarbha Pranayam, what is the matra?
16 is to 64 is 32. 16, 64, 32.
Nidhi ji, Uttam?
Ma'am, it's 20, 80 and 40.
Very good. So even if you forget in exam, by chance agar aap bhul gaye, to like yesterday I told you, you know this. Sorry, 16, 64, 32. You know that. So +4 and -4. That is what you have to do. So aapko uska answer मिल जाएगा. Okay, so no need to worry. ठीक है. Now this we know that in Adham, what happens? What is the effect of Adham pranayam? Your body starts
Sweating.
sweating. Then Madhyam,
vibration in the
spinal
spinal
column.
column.
spinal column, and in Uttam pranayam,
उसमें तो हवा में उड़ ही जाता है.
हवा में.
Body is lifted
मैम
in that.
ये वाला जो हवा वाला है ना, सच में मुझे करके देखना है. ये तो ऐसे लगता है कि मतलब किताबों में ही सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है, कम से कम कुछ तो करके देख ले.
Sure. Chalo. Okay, we will stop over here. Okay, see you all tomorrow.